With us once again and joining us on this channel for this particular video. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. In this video, we are going to look at Monhammed Kudus' good news coming in ahead of the game versus Egypt. You know that the Ghana Black Stars will play our second game in the African Cup of Nations 2023 on Thursday, coming Thursday. And Ghana, we are going to play versus Egypt. Egypt drew their first game versus Mozambique 2-2. It ended. Ghana, we lost our game. Can we win the next game versus Egypt? How can we beat Egypt? We are going to talk about all of those issues, talk about Monhammed Kudus' good news, and then also look at some other stories. A prophet in Ghana here who predicted correctly that Ghana will lose to Cape Verde 2-1 in our first game has again predicted a loss of 2-1 to Egypt. He says that we will lose the game. Say you bought wrong boy not just in Yamina see here. It's Ghana will lose again to Egypt. And any other stories and issues we have here, we are going to discuss with you in this particular video. Do what? To subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying. Black Stars players, if we tell you guys that look, play the ball and play your hearts out. Make sure that you do very well for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. You guys don't believe us. You guys think that we are just asking too much from you. Yesterday, FIFA Awards happened, okay? And former captain of the Black Stars, Stephen Appiah, was called to the award. In fact, he was invited by FIFA to the awards ceremony. And he was there, okay, to witness the ceremony where Messi was crowned the best player in the FIFA Awards that happened yesterday. So, Stephen Appiah, it is because of his performance for the Black Stars. Being the first captain to qualify Ghana to the World Cup, went to the World Cup, did extremely well. At the 2006 World Cup, went to subsequent World Cup 2010, did very well, qualified to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Do you get a point? So he played his heart out for the Black Stars. That is the reason. Look at Asamoah Gyan, how he's worshipped in Ghana. Look at fantastic players for the Black Stars who have played their hearts out, how they are worshipped. The likes of Abedi Pele and the rest. Okay, Antoniana and Bafo or something. You get a point. The Black Stars legends are always worshipped, not only in Ghana but all the whole world, okay, and in African football and the whole world. That's why we always tell you guys that you should play your hearts out. Now, yesterday, you know, Black Stars captain Andrew Dedeayu, this is how he voted for the FIFA Awards. In fact, he is currently playing his 8th tournament at the African Cup of Nations. Yes, he played the first game, so he has officially played his 8th tournament in the African Cup of Nations. Over there, he voted for Erling Haaland, the number 1, Victor Osimhen, number 2, and then Lionel Messi got the number 3, according to Andrew Dedeayu, how he voted. Now, this prophet of Ghana, oh Charlie, he says he's got what, Fire Uja or something, Fire Uja. Okay, he predicted Cape Verde will score Ghana 2-1 on the 12th of January 2024. 12th of January. We played the game on the 14th. So 2 days before the day, he predicted that Ghana will lose the game. In fact, if you watch the prophecy on TikTok, it is clear. He said that the game, it was 1-1. Okay, but at the dire embers of the game, Cape Verde got 2-1 and came to win the game over Ghana Black Stars. Do you get the point? So he predicted correctly, correct scoreline, and then everything. He has again predicted that Ghana will lose the game versus Egypt. Also 2-1 and a Ghana will lose. Yes, again. He says, in fact, he says that Ghana we will lose the game. Egypt will beat us in that particular game. But if you want a scoreline to do anything, or you think that Yes, you should go with a 2-1 scoreline because it is likely that Ghana will lose 2-1 versus Egypt again. But he said emphatic that Ghana will lose the game. So if it ends in 1-0 Ghana, his prophecy has come in. So he's saying that Ghana will lose versus Egypt. This is a difficult one for me to take, but it is clear that we will lose the game. But if you play the way we played versus Cape Verde, okay, we are obviously going to lose versus Egypt too. Don't think that because Egypt drew versus Mozambique, it means that they are a bad side. They are not a bad side. They still have every quality. They have all their arsenals to beat Ghana easy. Especially when Ghana Blasters, we are not doing well. We are not doing well. So Egypt there, it is very much likely that they will beat us. And it is easy for anybody to call. But this is a prophet of God who got his first prediction right and likely to get the second one also right. Because Ghana and Yasa. You get the point. Now, do you think that we can actually beat Egypt? Do you think so? Me, I don't think we can beat them. But if we should stand any chance of beating them, okay, or even getting a draw, this is what I think we should be doing. 1, we should go in with the right starting 11. That is very important. Always our starting 11 is a suspect. It is bad, and that's the reason why we failed to win a game in the first half. So we should ensure that in the first half, even if we are not winning the game, we should draw the game. We shouldn't lose the game in the first, because Egypt is not Cape Verde or any team there. Is that you draw or you lose the game in the first half and you come and overturn the game in the second? You cannot do it. In fact, even versus Cape Verde, we couldn't overturn the game. So why would we think that if we lose the game in the first half versus Egypt, we can overturn the game we cannot. So we know that our first half is poor. We are always losing in the first half. Is that not it? Either we are losing or we are drawing. We cannot win. So I will not go and say that they should win the first half versus Egypt, because they can't. See that. What should happen is that they should at least draw the first half versus Egypt. We should go into the first half with Egypt drawing the game. It is as simple as that. If we don't draw the game, we are dead, because in the second half. What I say. So these are the things we should ensure that, and we have to go. The starting 11 there. It is important too. I don't know why. Only Ghana, and we think that starting with the right starting 11 is not important. We think that when you make changes, NHS say, oh, you are not doing anything. No. Every team goes in every solid and competitive game with their right starting 11. No team will go into a competitive game with now Madrid is going to play UEFA Champions League final or semi-final or quarter-final, and then they will say that, oh, Jude Bellingham stay aside a little, Toni Kroos, Modric, all their best players stay aside, or they will use their best players in the wrong positions. Okay, Jude Bellingham is a creative midfielder, and say that he should come and defend. He should be in the midfield, but he should be defending. He should be the number 6. You are not going with the right starting 11. Black Stars, that is our problem. We don't go with the right starting 11. When we are even fielding the players, we don't use them in their right positions. We don't go with the right materials in each game. If we do that versus Egypt on Thursday, we are dead. Easy. Because Egypt, they have, I told you, look, Mohamed Salah is one of their main arsenals in the game. Mohamed Salah is going to operate from the left side of the wings. Okay. Now, they also have fantastic striker Mustafa Monhammed. He scored in the first game, and he's a quality number 9. If you give him 3 chances, he will score 1. It's not like Inaki Williams and our strikers now. You give them 6 chances, they will not score 1. No. Mustafa Monhammed of Egypt, he's a quality number 9. Look at Trezeguet in the midfield. They have everything at the back too. They have fantastic defenders. They're very resolute. Okay, Mohamed El Sheneri will be imposed for them. Okay, solid goalkeeper. It is not like our look, player for player, Egypt is better than us. So if we don't go in trying to manage the game and trying to get a point or subsequently a win from the game, we will lose the game and lose back big. So the prophecy now pastor and the abanedi one in fact they will beat us, because the way we played versus Cape Verde, we cannot beat any competitive team, any serious. Now Cape Verde, they are not a serious team. Egypt will beat them. Egypt will beat Cape Verde. What I said. But we cannot play any competitive team because of how we played. Very poor, shambolic, no offensive overloads. As a attack, as a suro, you just cannot get these Black Stars people until Masita. Now, yesterday, the Black Stars of Ghana had their recovery training session. It wasn't open to the media. But again, just like I got my league starting 11 right, okay, small changes been about one change was it. Look, my men on the ground are telling me this news about Kudus Monhammed, and it is a good news. Now, Yesterday they had a recovery training session. Kudus Monhammed trained with the squad, full training squad. He trained with the squad. He did everything the players did. Okay, that is what is happening. BBR training BOYB. And the good news is that he is very much likely to play versus Egypt. Maybe he will not start, or maybe he will start and not finish the game completely. Okay, but it's likely that he will not play 90 minutes. But Kudus Monhammed is fit to play versus Egypt. You know that in our game versus Cape Verde, Kudus wasn't even part of the bench. He wasn't part of the match day squad. Okay, so he wasn't part of the bench. He didn't start the game. But in this game, he will play. He will be part of the match day squad, and he will play because yesterday he had a full training session. Today they will train. Today is Tuesday. Wednesday too, they will have their final training session. And then on Thursday, the game will come on versus Egypt. So Ghana Blasters will get Monhammed Kudus to start the game or play the game versus Egypt. And that it's a very, very good, because clearly we missed Kudus in the bazaar. Kudus Monhammed, we missed him big time. We couldn't create, we couldn't do anything. Majid Ashimero now was doing the creating. The number 10 or runs for the back on his door. I know to me more. He just couldn't create anything. So it was just that bad for us. So if Kudus is coming to our setup, we are going to get a fantastic creative midfielder in our setup who is going to help us in terms of creativity and everything. And that is very, very important for us. Even though he's not much fit, he's not really fit, and then like that. So he's not, maybe he wouldn't give his 100% or 120 or even above 100%. But then whatever Kudus can give to us, I'm sure nobody in our setup can do that. So we have to ensure that we do very well over there, and then make sure that Kudus Monhammed plays that game versus Egypt over there. So Kudus Monhammed, very good news that he is going to play the game versus Egypt, and that's what we are talking to you about in this video. Now, Mohamed Salisu and Alexander Jikude should be solid again versus Egypt. If they are not solid, Asembeba, mother, me Egypt there. Mo here beje 3 goals and you, because Cape Verde were creating a lot of chances. They had 2 clear chances. Alexander Jiku Emane Eseye and Kenya Jikua and Cape Verde could have scored us 4. So if the central defenders now, Salisu, if you start again or if there will be any changes, these players should be very solid at the back, because Egypt have what it takes to beat us and beat us very well. Thank you very much for staying with us and joining us once again. Do what to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.